What's up YouTube, it's Eelektross TCG here and welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. Today we're going to be checking out some new card scans that were revealed over in Japan. Some new Mega Pokemon, cool looking trainer cards as well. So we have to of course have some first impressions going. If you guys are excited for today's upload, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. It is super effective on the channel as usual. And without further ado, let's dive into some new cards that some of you might not have seen yet. So we have Mega Eelektross EX. So this is a very cool looking Pokemon card, 2 retreat cost, weak to fighting, and comes back with a whopping 350 HP. So you can technically transform your little Dynamo all the way into a Mega Eelektross through the means of rare candy. Also comes back with 2 attacks. The first attack, Split Bomb, slaps 60 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon for 2 lightning energy. So the cool news is that you can tech in a Mega Eelektross EX into your already electric deck. Electric from Black Bolt and White Flare, of course, with the Dynamo durability, is seeing a lot of play in lightning decks. Think about Miraidon based archetypes, setting yourself up, getting some Dynamos in the beginning of the game, and then as soon as you have your electric, you can of course start accelerating energies. The cool news is that you now have that one-off Mega Eelektross EX, which you can put in your deck, which is going to be very threatful to, of course, decks that are playing 60 HP Pokemon. Not a lot are playing 60 HP Pokemon. The things I'm thinking about, like Duskulls you can knock out, Pidgeys you can knock out with that. So there are definitely some Pokemon you can knock out with Mega Eelektross. Second attack though slaps 190 damage, and you may discard 2 lightning energy from this Pokemon, and if you do, the opponent's active Pokemon is instantly paralyzed. Paralyzed is the strongest special condition in the game, as it forces the opponent to just do nothing. They cannot retreat and they cannot attack. The only way to get out of the active position is through the means of a trainer card or an ability, so that's going to be very awesome combined with something like a Iono. So that could be a game-changing scenario where you, as an example, you slap 190 damage onto a Dragapult EX while paralyzing them, go for an Iono, and if they cannot find Turo, yeah, they just lose because they cannot get out of the active position and you can finish them off later. So interesting Mega Eelektross EX card. It has a monstrous 350 HP and could be considered a one-off in electric-based Miraidon deck. So very interesting card right here. The following card is gonna be Dragonair. It is not as good as the Dragonair from back in the days, but it still comes back with the Evolution Discovery ability. If you have not been playing back in the old school days, if this Pokemon has any energy attached to it, you may use this ability once during your turn. Search your deck for an evolution Pokemon and put it in the hand. So every single turn, you can get yourself an evolution Pokemon from the deck. This is very strong. We've seen stuff like Gabite being used to get Cynthia's Pokemon out the deck, and we already know that is very powerful as an ability. We've seen Mamoswine EX being played just to get like evolution Pokemon time and time again as well. So yeah, this is going to be interesting, but it does require you to have an energy attached to your Dragonair. And then you can search out evolution Pokemon time and time again. And I wonder if we're ever going to be seeing play with Dragonair, but the cool news is that the stage 1 being good is always nice. We've seen stage 1s like Kirlia back in the day with Refinement. We've seen Dracloak nowadays with the Recon Directive. So having a stage 1 with a powerful ability is always good. It all comes down to if Dragonite EX, or actually Mega Dragonite EX, will see play. So strong Dragonair right there. If that wasn't enough, Dragon Pokemon get this tool card. This is an interesting one. It actually is called the Thick Scale. And the Dragon Pokemon this tool is attached to, yeah, they take 50 less damage from the attacks of your opponent's Grass, Fire, Water, and Lightning Pokemon. So if you see all of those symbols, that is actually making sure that, yeah, you are actually protected from 50 damage. The cool thing is that 50 reduction is actually kind of strong. If you're taking a look at like powerful archetypes right now that are playing grass type, I think the only grass type Pokemon that I have to be concerned about, like Iron Leaves, Teal Mask Ogerpon. For the fire Pokemon department, Cerulege might not even go through you in specific scenarios if you have this tool equipped. Stuff like water type Pokemon don't see too much play. There is a way where you can protect your little baby dragon Pokemon like Dreepy from something like the Wellspring Ogerpon, for example. So there are usage of this, but yeah, with Jamming Tower in the format, with Tool Scrapper in the format, I don't think this will see too much play, but it's still a nice tool card to have regardless, definitely because it's searchable through the means of Aron. Then we have Canary. Look at that, a very interesting looking supporter. This is you must discard a card from the hand in order to play the card, but you can search your deck for 4 lightning Pokemon and put them instantly in the hand. This is very cool because Miraidon EX at one point will rotate. So if you go second, you will be able to get your entire squad going. Will this be great for decks like Iono's Belly Bolt EX? Maybe. Will decks like Iron Hands and Electric finally see a ton of play with a card like Canary? Who knows? I think you're going to be able to combine this. Like if you play Canary and have access to the electric generator, you might have a solid lightning deck, but at the moment, a little bit outclassed by something like tandem units from the Miraidon. But another cool thing is that you do get yourself evolution Pokemon with this as well. So as an example, you can play Canary, you can get yourself Miraidon, Electric, and maybe Iron Hands, and then the Miraidon can get 2 Dynamos in the field instantly, so you have your entire consistency going. There's already like the Iono's Kilowatt Troll could also be a nice consideration when thinking about lightning type Pokemon. So I wonder how this card will see play. It's strong as an effect, but you don't draw any cards with this. So you probably will have to combine this with a very strong like early game Squawk ability EX if you're playing anything like a Miraidon, or you will have to have some draw engine with the help of Iono's Kilowatt Troll. So interesting supporter nevertheless, and they're actually stating a little bit that we're also gonna get some cool looking old arts. Look at that Gengar, Mega Gengar EX. Now that is insane. Look at that. We're also gonna be getting like a very similar set to something like Crown Zenith, where you can get those illustration rares, definitely in this Mega Evolution format. We're gonna be of course saying goodbye to the Scarlet and Violet era, and with good new things, because we're gonna get illustration rares. This is probably my favorite, the Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. I've been playing Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX all season, and yeah, having a cool alt art like that is always nice to have. There's always other cards you can take a look at. There's Mega Lucario as an illustration rare, Mega Gardevoir. We have Mega Charizard, of course. We did see that in the trailer already. And we were actually talking about Mega Dragonite EX. And this actually also comes back with the ability, once during your turn, you may use this ability, switch your active with one of your benched Pokemon. So you have infinite switching capability, so being trapped by something like Eaton Sudowoodo, being trapped by Wellspring, Ogerpon, stuff like Maractus, Evaldo. There's a lot of Pokemon that trap nowadays, but this actually blocks that instantly. Having 370 HP is mind-boggling. It's crazy the amount of HP you have, and you're slapping 330. So for me, I think maybe Mega Dragonite EX combined with Electric could be a nice way. You can slap 330 time and time again. But note to self is Lily's Clefairy's still in the set. Note to self is that that special English set will be releasing on January 30th. So we're going to be seeing interesting stuff for sure. But that's not where it ends. We still have some other cards to take a look at. We have Mega Charizard Y. So we have Mega Charizard X that we already talked about in the Phantasmal Flame set as a one-of in Charizard Pidgeot decks. This is an interesting one as well because the Mega Charizard Y is going to be trying to punish the Pokemon on the bench. So with its attack, you discard 3 energy from this Pokemon and you slap 280 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So you can choose the active, the bench and stuff, but 280 is quite a lot. You can also get this powered up through the means of the other Charizard EX from, of course, the Obsidian Flame set. Trying to power up this Pokemon allows you to, of course, punish down the Pokemon on the bench from the opponent most likely. You also have to be wary because with stuff like 280, you're not going to go after non-rule box Pokemon, so don't think about, oh, Shaman, don't care about Shaman because 280 is going to be directed onto, rule box Pokemon, right? The problem is Terra Pokemon cannot get sniped on the bench, so instantly something like, oh, I'm going to knock out Cerulash, but it's not going to work on the bench, but yeah, you can also still knock out the active Pokemon. There are still some Pokemon out there that have 280 or less. So an interesting, maybe one-off in the Charizard Pidgeot deck. You might think about, is this better than the Mega Charizard X being played currently in those decks? We talked about Japanese deck list already from Phantasmal Flames. This is an interesting one. Sniping 280 is interesting. Can win you the game. You can knock out Phesantipides. You can knock out stuff on the opponent's bench. Very, very cool indeed. There is also a cool new Pikachu. We all know that people love collecting Pikachu cards. Just, an ordinary card, nothing special about it. Raichu as well. Flapping Heads, you slap 70, second attack, 150. Also a generic card, like nothing special about it. But now we have Pokepad. Yeah, say hello to a card you will see for the next 2 years dominating the scene, because look at it. Search your deck for a Pokemon without a rule box. reveal it, and put it in your hand. This is insane. This is a very, very, very strong card. Like, this means that it's like the power of Ultra Ball, but only from non-rule box Pokemon. And you don't have to discard anything. So that means you can, with this Pokepad, you can find a Dracloak. With this Pokepad, you can find a basic Pokemon. So if Nest Ball ever rotates, Pokepad will be a very great replacement. You can be playing 4 Pokepad and 4 copies of Ultra Ball, and you should be good to go. As an example, Pokepad can instantly find yourself tech cards like Shaman, which are not searchable through the means of Buddy Buddy Poffin. So we will have Buddy Buddy Poffin, Pokepad, and Ultra Ball. So there is enough search for Pokemon already. And like for the special Pokemon, we have the Mega Signal for Mega Pokemon. There's the Terra Orb for Terra Pokemon out there. There's a lot of search in this format, which is great. So even when rotation will hit, we're not going to be like devastated like we were in like 2019, where we actually had to say goodbye to a lot of Pokemon search, and we had to do with something like Pokemon, what was it, Pokemon Fan Club or stuff, and Cherish Ball. So good old days. But yeah, Pokepad, one of the strongest items for sure. If we ever get this card, you need like a bazillion of them, because it's like gonna be seeing play in a lot of archetypes. The cool news is, like with Pokepad, you can also be playing higher HP Pokemon that don't have 70 or below, so you can play yourself 80 HP Charmanders as an example. Even though you only get 1, this Pokepad feels very strong in my book, because you can also get like some. I'm gonna give you an example. Search deck for Pokemon without a rule box. Well, you slap down Pokepad, you can get yourself a Dusclops, you can get yourself a Dusknoir, you can get yourself a Dracloak, you can get yourself all the Pokemon you want. You can also, with Pokepad, get Noctowl, Jewel Seeker. You see how that goes? So, oh, I have a Pokepad, bam, you have Noctowl. Noctowl can get 2 other trainers to get 2 more Pokepads. Like, it goes crazy. So, and something like Noctowl-based decks, also very, very strong. I'm a big fan of this card, and also promoting non-rule box Pokemon is always nice for the metagame. And then we have the generic supported draw tree with Urbane. So it's pretty like Hop or Charon or whatever it is. So generic draw tree. But yeah, Pokepad, an insane card. Mega Charizard, well, I'm not too impressed by it too much. And there was also, yeah, this Eelektross as maybe as a one-off, but the most important, impactful card will be Pokepad. Let me know down below how you feel about these new cards. Are you a fan of them? Which card are you looking forward to the most? Let me know down below in the comment section. Also, go check out the sponsors. They make the daily content possible on the channel. Here we have DragonShield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. 5% off using the coupon ZAPDOS5. Dragon Shield recently sent out a card all the way into outer space. And also check that video out on the Dragon Shield YouTube channel, because it's actually kind of crazy. PokemonStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs. You know, on November 14, actually November 13, you're going to be able to have access to Phantasmal Flames codes already on the website. So use that coupon ZAPDOSTCG for 5% off. And cardmarket.com, of course, for European players, where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. Use that referral name ZAPDOSTCG to help support the channel. Thank you all very much for watching today's upload. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know by slapping the hell out of the like button. You know what to do. It is super effective on the channel. And with that being said, I wish you all a very fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys soon with more Pokemon TCG content. Peace.